So my Revolut account is up 10% from the 21st of January until today, the 26th of February. And these are the three stocks that I would recommend. Over time, will continue to go up. They may go down. They're not fast book winners. Don't expect huge gains overnight, but also don't expect huge losses. More importantly, they have a lot of money. They are needed, and they give dividends, which means that every quarter they'll give you money for the money you have invested for them. So the first one is called Chevron. The second is called PMI Philip Morris International, and the last one is called MO Altria Group. Now, between them, these companies, Altria is worth 94 billion, Philip Morris 250 billion, Chevron 281 billion. They have a lot of money behind them. They have been around for a long, long time. More than likely, they're not going anywhere. They may go down, but if you're getting dividends, let's say off, if you're getting dividends off Altria, you are getting 7.29% dividends every quarter. So if every quarter that is 7 by 4 to 28% dividends, it could go down by 28% and you would still break even just about. Even if these stocks stay the same, even if they go down a little bit, it's kind of irrelevant because your currency is going down every day anyway. So you may as well put some money in. Now, again, they're not a fast book. This isn't like Bitcoin, which is why I like them. They're sturdy. They have a low P/E ratio. Altria 8.56, PMI 26.2, Chevron 16.09. But you'll see they're actually needed in the world, and they won't go away, I don't believe. For example, now, not saying this is right, but this is what they do and this is what people invest in. Altria Group is one of the largest producers and marketers of tobacco and cigarettes and medical products in the treatment of illnesses caused by tobacco. So on the one hand, they're creating the illness, on the other hand, they're selling you the cure for that illness. But people are buying this stuff. So then you look at Philip Morris International, again, another tobacco company, but they're huge. People have been smoking for decades, centuries. Probably not going away anytime soon. Chevron, multinational energy corporation in oil and gas. Now, you could say oil and gas may not be needed in the future, but when companies like this have a lot of money, they can pivot and invest in smaller companies that are on the up. But again, you're getting dividends there as well. And these come from exchange traded funds called XLE, and I think the other one is XLS. And they are indices that buy a basket of stocks or shares. And all I did was check those ones and check what ones I might be interested in. So you have healthcare, you might have finance, staples, discretionary, communications. And within them, you can see each of the stocks or shares, and you can see which of them are their biggest holding. So you can see then that the top 3 or 4 might all hold 20 to 40 or 50% of the weight of that holding. But the kicker is that with the indices or the index funds, you don't get dividends. They don't give you dividends. It might go up or down, but you are not getting any dividends every quarter. But when you go into that fund and you see that, for example, one of the reasons I picked these three is because if you look at the likes of, say, Philip Morris, it was at its lowest in 2011, 2009, call it $40. Now it's at 157. It's at its peak. But when I bought it, it was at 154. So you kind of have to say to yourself, in terms of inflation, is $154 cheap when just 30-ish years ago it was $50? That's not too bad to purchase. Altria at its lowest, well, not at its lowest, let's just go to 2008, it was at $16. It's at $56 today. Again, that's not too much of an increase to buy at this moment in time, considering at its highest it was up at $77. So you could possibly go from $56 to $77, even if it doesn't go that far, you're still getting 7.29% dividends. It's worth 94 billion. It's probably not going anywhere. So they're the three stocks. I'm not saying they're going to go up by 10%. They could go down by 50% this year. I don't think they will. But either way, your money's working for you. You're getting dividends. And if you come back in a year's time, they're probably going to be worth 10, 20, 30% more, plus your dividends on top of that. So they're the three that I would recommend. And if I am possibly buying more stocks, I'm not an advisor, I'm not a tax person or anything, so do your own due diligence. But as an individual, I would say Altria stock, MO symbol, PMI, Philip Morris stock, PMI symbol, and Chevron stock, and the symbol for that is CVX. Okay, if you found this video helpful, please like and share.